Good morning. Welcome to Trendy Treasures. I'm Tammy Rousey. Glad you could join me. I'm going to do my first live today, so bear with me and hope I do okay for you. I thought I would come in and show you how to take a Dollar Tree wreath. They're only $1, which is wonderful, and add the pipe cleaners to it to make your work form set up. When you buy these at the store, they can range from, if you get them on sale, sometimes you can get them for $4 all the way up to $10, depending on where that you purchase them. I've decided to take the green Chenille pipe cleaners, and I usually take and divide them up. I do 10 in one stack and 8 in another stack. They also come, Dollar Tree has these all the time in different colors. They have these real tinsely kind that aren't quite as thick, and I find they don't hold and grip to your work frame as well as they should. So they are still good, and I still do use them, and you can use them to attach different things, your pictures or your little fillers that you add in on it. But when I first start out, here's your work frame. I divide, you do 18, you do 10 on the bottom and you do 8 on the top. So I divide them out so I know when I'm done with 10 and I don't get confused and get to going, and then I have 11 or 12 on there. I find that if you do just a little bit more than the 4 inches, like 4 1/4 inch, then it works out to be about perfect. That way you don't have to try to move them around at the end. And I always try to start on one of the bars that come down at the bottom. When I first started doing these, I didn't know, and no one had told me at the time, I just would wrap them around the bottom wire. Well, they slid everywhere. They didn't stay very tight. So trial and error, I learned how to do them correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first pipe cleaner. I'm going to use the rod that goes up and down as my base and where I'm going to start. So when you take them, you just kind of divide them up to where they're even, and you give them, I'd give 3 really good tight twists. 1, 2, 3. And that way, there they go. They stand up very nicely. So I just sit here, and like I said, I do just a little bit more than 4, because that way it comes out about perfect at the end. And then I don't have to try to move them around. So here we go. We're going to start doing that. And we do all the way around the bottom using both the top, the 2 wires right here, 1 and 2. You use those to make what you put your pipe cleaners around. And then you just do 4 and about 1/4. And I go all the way around. Like I said, you can use the Dollar Tree. You can use any kind of pipe cleaners you want. I just personally find that if I use a nice thick Chenille one with a lot of texture to it, it grips these wires and makes them hold on a lot better. So here we go. We do 10 on the bottom, 8 around the top 2. Okay. Please feel free to like my page, give me some love, some thumbs up. Be all free to share it to anyone that you want to share it with. Hopefully this is a great way to help you start and learn how to get a work frame set up. Also, they have them in all over the place. They have them almost in every craft store that you go to. You can find pipe cleaners of any color that can go with all your meshes and your signs and whatever you're working with. There's not a problem to find the colors that you're wanting to use on your work frame. So I always try to match the colors of the pipe cleaners to what I'm going to work on, because that's what you're going to see once you put your mesh on and your ribbons and everything. You're going to see those, and you want them to kind of match, blend in, use them for fillers. You know, it just really helps keep it. You wouldn't want something stark and showing out there when it didn't match. So just keeping it matching really makes it a lot nicer. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. I'm excited to see the sunshine here in Kansas City. I'm not sure where everyone else is located at, but again, I want to thank you for stopping by and visiting, and hopefully you like the page, share the love, pass it on, and hopefully this helps you. I know that it helps to know exactly what to do when you're setting these up, because boy, you can sure make it hard. And these are really just as fine to use. I know you can already get them pre-made and they've got them all set up in all different colors, but when you're starting out, or when you just don't have the extra money, or you're trying to keep a wreath cost down, this is really a great way to use the Chanel pipe cleaners on these work wreath forms from the Dollar Tree. And like I said, they're only $1, so you can't go wrong, and they make just as nice as any of the other ones. They turn out just as nice as the other ones do once you get all your product on. And so I don't mind using them. It helps defer the cost a little bit. It makes a wreath not as expensive. You can cut off a little bit of it. It might not be what you like or whatever in that regard, but it's still, they turn out nice. Okay, we've done the bottom row. If you'd like to know when I start, I'm going to start doing wreaths, and I'm making them and showing you how to cut all the tails, and we're going to do ruffles. Yesterday I showed you how to do set up the poofs on your work frame. I showed how we do the poofs and everything. So if you'd like to, just feel free to click that your top right screen, and there's 3 buttons that'll appear, and if you'll just click on that, you'll get all, when I go live, you'll get all the notifications of when I go live, and I would love that. And always, again, share the love and pass it along. I greatly appreciate it. So next week is it next week, I think? Next week is St. Patrick's Day. So I have done a few of the St. Patrick's wreaths. For those that don't remember or don't think about it, this weekend is daylight savings time. So we're going to spring forward. So we're going to lose an hour on Sunday, but that's okay. I'm ready for spring. I am so tired of this cold weather. No sunshine, snow and ice, and just bad weather. I'm sure everybody could use some good weather to make them feel better. I also want to thank my mentor, Laura. I just love her to pieces. I call her my twin. And I thank her for putting up with me and walking through everything with me and showing me and giving me suggestions. And I appreciate all her kindness and kind words that she does. And also Al. Cheryl has been wonderful to help me, and I appreciate you girls immensely. If I don't tell you, I want to make sure that you know that you are appreciated deeply by me. So we're working on the top. Again, we're going to do 8 Chanel pipe cleaners on the top. We did 10 on the bottom. Gives you a total of 18. So, and that keeps it where when you do your tails and when you do your poofs, you always have that number of 9. Then you know to cut 9 ruffles, and then you know to do 9 poofs. So that always keeps your mindset on the same thing that what we're working on. So that's also another help. It's very easy to do this. If you've got a mat, you need a mat, because when you're going to do a lot of cutting, you need that mat. And you'll need scissors. That's a must. And when you're starting to really work on them, you also need a roller to cut your mess. I have Susie's Ultimate Roller, which is, I don't know what I did with it when I wasn't using it, because it really, really is a lifesaver. I really like it. So if you can afford to get one of those, I would suggest you do that. You can also go through Laura's affiliate links and get that from her through her, and she's able to hook you up maybe with a little savings on that. Again, my site is Trendy Treasures. I'm going to be doing lots of different things. I have lots of things to start showing you. I'm just getting on the ground and running, so bear with me on things, and we will get everything going, and hopefully you'll like some of the stuff we're doing and learn from it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I will promise to get back to you as soon as I can, and for sure within 24 hours I will be able to help you out. All right, folks, looky here. We have done it. 8 on the top, 10 on the bottom, and we're ready to get started for a wreath. So I want to thank each and every one of you that's joined, and if you're not live watching me, when you go down the comments, you can do #replay and let me know that you've seen it and watched it. I appreciate any critique or any words of wisdom that you might have. Otherwise, thanks for joining me. I've done with everything I can show you today at this time. You have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.